My family is deeply religious, unshakably so. Heaven, hell, spirits. For them these things aren't beliefs, they're facts of life. Me? I was the odd one out, the skeptic, the kid who always said, ghosts aren't real, nothing survives after death. But as I grew older, reality started bending. The first strange thing happened when my aunt passed from leukemia. She drove an old manual car, the kind you have to turn on with a key. But sometimes we'd wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. to the engine humming in the driveway. Lights on, motor running, no one inside. The keys untouched on the kitchen counter. Then my grandmother died. That changed the house completely. Her room, always tidy, always silent, turned into something else. We'd hear soft footsteps pacing from wall to wall, faint whispers like someone praying under their breath, the rhythmic sound of breathing behind a door, even though the room stayed locked. I told myself there must be logical explanations, but nothing prepared me for what came next. I was 10 when it happened. My sister was my best friend, my favorite person, my partner in crime. We were loud, chaotic, inseparable. We'd argue about cartoons, make up 5 minutes later, and sneak food from the kitchen at night. And every night, without fail, she'd lean toward my bunk bed, smiling softly, and whisper, "Go sleep." She said it playfully, almost like a lullaby. It always made me feel safe. Then one afternoon, she didn't come home. By evening, she was gone. Diabetes, a quiet, fast death, something she had hidden from everyone. One day she was laughing with me. The next, she was a name people whispered as if saying it too loudly might break something inside them. My world cracked open. I stopped sleeping. Nights became hollow and endless. Sometimes I'd cry until morning, clutching my pillow like a lifeline. Without her voice whispering go sleep, the darkness didn't feel like darkness. It felt like a void. Weeks passed. One night, around 11 p.m., I finally drifted into an exhausted sleep. When I woke, the room felt wrong, heavier, colder. My eyes adjusted to the darkness and turned toward the doorway. Someone was standing there. At first, my heart jumped because it looked like her. Same silhouette, same long hair, same tilt of the head. But as my vision cleared, everything was wrong. She was too tall, too thin, limbs stretched just a little too long, like bones pulled out of shape. Her neck tilted at an angle no living person could mimic. And her eyes, two black voids, huge, empty, not eyes at all, just holes carved into a face that tried to be hers. It stepped toward me, silent, weightless, wrong. I screamed so hard my throat burned. My parents rushed in and flipped on the lights, but the shadow was gone. I told them what I saw, shaking. They exchanged a tired glance and said, "Maybe your sister is just visiting." But deep inside, I knew, whatever I saw wasn't my sister. It was wearing her shape. My parents let me sleep in their bed that night. I lay between them, staring at the ceiling, trying not to blink. Hours passed, or maybe minutes, I don't know. At around 12:30 a.m., I blinked, and suddenly I wasn't lying down. I was standing beside the bed, looking at my own sleeping body, my parents asleep, me between them, peaceful. But the version of me standing felt empty, light, cold. I turned my head slowly toward the door. She was there, stretched, swaying, those hollow eyes locked onto mine. And this time, it smiled, a smile far too wide, as if the skin had to tear just to make the expression. I panicked. I don't know how, but I slammed back into my body. My eyes shot open and I sobbed silently into the pillow. My parents stirred, half awake, telling me again that it was just a nightmare. But nightmares don't let you watch yourself sleep. I tried to breathe. I tried to calm down. I tried to pretend everything was normal. Then, right beside my ear, close enough that I could feel the cold of it, a voice whispered, soft, gentle, familiar, "Go sleep." But this time, it wasn't the comforting voice I grew up with. It was deeper, hungrier, like something pretending to sound human, but not doing a very good job. Since that night, I haven't slept the same. I don't know what I saw. A ghost? A demon? A fragment of grief shaped into something else? All I know is this: my sister loved me. Whatever whispered to me that night wasn't her.